Okay, it's Rob here, and we are getting everything together and ready for watermelon planting. So you see, I got my soil bag out. I got 6 of these cups, and I've got them put into a container, and I'll show you that a little bit later. So today we're going to start scallybark watermelon and moon and stars, and that's what we're going to do today. It's April the 7th. It's been extremely cold here, and I don't know if we're going to get them out in time, but I'm going to start them like I otherwise would and see what happens. Hopefully Mother Nature cooperates with us. So I'll put that down and I'll get right back to you guys. Okay, so we're back down here in the basement, and you can see I got my scallybark. Now I have a black diamond here. Now this is a large variety watermelon. I'm not sure if I'm going to grow it this year. And then here I have just your regular old sugar baby and Blacktail Mountain. And here we're definitely planting this one. This is the Moon and Stars and the Scallybark. And that's what we're going to do today. And I'll think about the others later, but I don't really have a lot of room, guys. Realistically, I'm going to put 2 of these in, 2 of these in, and I'm going to put maybe 3 of these in. These are Blacktail Mountain. That's Moon and Stars. That's that's red flesh, by the way. And the Scallybark is a beautiful mild flavored watermelon that I had success with this last year, but it came out in September 27th, so I want to do a little better job and hopefully get it to ripeness in the month of August. So here goes. We're going to give it a try, guys. Okay, we have our seeds. This is what they look like if I can give you little scallybarks. So we're just going to put 2 holes in there. So we're going to put 1 there and 1 there. And I'm going to put the seed tip down so the roots, you can see the seed there. You put that down so the roots can come out. Shove it down about that deep. Same thing with our next one. Now before I get going, of course I'm going to label this because you know how notoriously awful I am for labeling if you've been around this show. So that one down there is also going to be scallybark. The ground's a little bit cold. It was out in the garage and we've had some very unseasonably cold temperatures. Next one. Down we go. And 1 more. And that's 4, so I'm hoping to get 2 out of there. But I can start some in a couple of weeks again. I'm just going to bury these seeds. And the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to label them. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, bear with me, folks. Okay, so we have our scallybark watermelon labeled, the 2 of them that I've got here, and we're going to be on to the Moon and Stars. Just want to show you my labeling job. Alright, and that'll keep me straight because you know I was in the past rather negligent when it came to growing, or labeling I should say. So next we're going to do Moon and Stars. I'm going to put 2 seeds in each one of these, so I'm just going to make my little preparatory holes. It's April 7th again, guys, just to remind you, this is roughly when we start them indoors here in Eastern Ontario. So this one here is going to be Moon and Stars. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to make some labels ahead of time, and then I will plant the seeds, and then I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these guys yet. Let me think about that. Spur of the moment. These are going to be the surprise ones. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit after I get things labeled, and then we'll plant the seeds. Okay, so now we're going to plant, I said Moon and Stars, but we're going to plant sugar babies, okay? We are planting Moon and Stars later, but the sugar babies are a shorter variety, season 75 to 80 days. I have leftover seed from last year. The older the seed, the less percentages of germination you're going to get. So what I've done here is I've put 3 holes in each cup in the hopes of getting 1 to come up. And if I get 2 plants out of 6 that I plant, Then I'll be able to put them in my garden along with the Blacktail Mountain that I have, and then we'll have a comparison between the two, which I think are pretty close to the same, but I might be incorrect. So here we go. I'm going to put those seeds out there. Just give me a minute here. And I'm going to put out a few seeds. There. Actually, I think I put out too many, but that don't matter. That don't matter. So I'm going to put, these are smaller seeds, guys, but these vines will grow probably about 3 feet. So into the hole we go. That's 1, 2, get that there and that there. 2, that's 2. These are harder for me to handle. These are very small seeds, and I've got big fat fingers and hands. Okay, so these guys, and they're already pre-labeled, guys. I went and did that. Can't see it over my thumb, but I hope you'll trust me enough to believe me. Alright, so there, we're going to go with that one there. Sorry about this poor lighting conditions. I'm working on that. Limited area where I can work right now. Starting to get to that time of the year where everybody's got a whole bunch of plants, and of course our weather's not been good, so we haven't been able to put any of the damn things out. So there, that's your sugar baby. That's done. And the next one we're going to do is I'm going to put 2 in here of Moon and Stars, and in there, and then we're going to bring them and we're going to get them watered from the bottom up so we don't disturb the seeds. And then we're going to place them on a grow mat, or for germination mat, I should say. And in 5 to 6 days, we should see some activity, hopefully. And hopefully in 5 to 6 days, we have some temperatures that maybe we could put these guys outside for the day. I don't know. We'll see. It's been pretty brutal. I'll be back with the Moon and Stars. All right, we're back with our Moon and Stars. Okay, and I have the seeds all ready to go, and I'm putting 4 of them in there in the hopes that I'll get 1 plant. I try to put the tips down if I can. So that's 1 down there, Moon and Stars. These this is red flesh, by the way. So apparently in 90 days after planting, transplanting that is, you will get ripe watermelon if you've got the conditions for it. I don't know if we'll have it again this year. Last year was brutal, and this year's starting off kind of similar, so I don't know. Everything's labeled here, guys, so there's no need. Everything's all covered up. You don't want to pack these down too hard, otherwise they'll have a hard time germinating. So the next step here is we're going to put water down here in the bottom. All right. Just bear with me, and I will be back in moments. All right. We're back here at the area where we're going to put some water in here. Water these guys up. I don't know how far I'm going to bring them up. You want to be careful and go slow, because they will start to float if you go too fast. Whoa. So you want to watch that water temperature. That was cold, that was hot, I should say. I don't want that. It'll burn the plants. Okay, you can see the steam where the hot water was coming. That won't actually hurt anything once we get the water mixed up properly. Good to warm the soil up a bit. Alright, I think we're pretty close to where I need that level. I'm going to let them sit for quite a while. And then I'm going to put them on the heat mat. But I could put them on the heat mat right in here, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll be right back with the next part, guys. Alright, I'm back here again, guys. Wanted to show you what I did. We got the water in there, and we got them sitting on a heat mat, which is plugged in. And of course I got an LED light here, but that doesn't really matter at this point. The thing is, as soon as the watermelons start to germinate this time, I'm taking them out of there and I'm going to put them in the windowsill, because I want to kind of slow them down a little bit, because what had happened, I had 3 other Blacktail Mountains and they just like bolted on me. So I learned from this experience that LED lighting makes these things bolt. So it's just not enough light for the watermelon plant. So you got to put it in a windowsill where it gets natural light. At least that's my experience. I'm hoping it's going to help somebody. But anyway, Rob out for now. Thank you for hanging out with me while I planted out the watermelon and get it started for 2018. All right, until next time, take care, everyone, and thank you for subscribing. I've had a recent rash of subscribers coming in, and I really appreciate that, guys. And I'm learning a lot from your channels too. And it's not just gardening. Gardening involves many different facets and skills. And I'm reaching out to everybody out there that could possibly help me, even psychologists, because you never know. Rob out. Bye-bye, everyone.